Okay, you gotta love Larry Plating, right? The guy's amazing. It was really fun to see that his talking points are very similar, if not the same, as my talking points. And I did not even know that this guy existed until about 2 weeks ago. So, just as a recap, I wrote down his information in my handy dandy notebook. And he he had a lot of credentials behind him. He said he was a water and research chemist for more than 50 years. So that in itself would make you think that the board would take him, really seriously. He also then said that he is an IOS 9005 examiner and clandestine operator and technical advisor for Central Intelligence Agency. So he did secret operations for the CIA. That's super impressive. He also did research in minerals, and this is the most disturbing. He was a researcher where he did research in trace minerals to destroy biological organisms. Remember, you and me are biological organisms. So he did research in trace minerals to figure out which trace minerals destroys biological organisms. What type of biological organisms? I don't know. But that in itself tells you that he has the background to understand whether or not fluoride is safe to ingest through our public drinking water. Now, some of the board members did take him very seriously. Okay, so I can say that there were a few board members that had a conscience and, possessed reading comprehension. Well, essentially, what happened, if you go back and look at the minutes of the meeting or the videos, a bunch of people came out of the woodworks from all over and persuaded the majority of the board members to keep fluoride in the drinking water. A bunch of dentists flew in from out of state in order to speak, and Virginia Department of Health put together a PowerPoint, and there were some folks from health department. I'm not sure if it was VDH health department, but I know it was the health department, and persuaded the board that this is something that should be done. What disturbed me the most is that, if you recall in that first video, Larry says, under what authority are you doing this? There is no state law that authorizes localities in Virginia to put fluoride in the drinking water. So, in my opinion, in order for water fluoridation to have been done in a legal manner, well, one, you would need it to be safe. Okay, we know it's not safe. Two, you would need to have a compelling government interest to use the water to put drugs in the water, because fluoride is defined as a drug. So let's say you got over the first two hurdles and everybody's rah, this is a great idea, it's safe, it's fabulous, it makes sense, there's a compelling government interest to invoke such a police power. You would then need to have a state law that authorizes localities to put the fluoride in the drinking water. And once you did that and gave the localities the option to do so, then you would need an ordinance, okay? Spotsylvania County did not satisfy any of the criteria that I just listed. They have no ordinance. There's no state law that would authorize them to do it. They have no information on the safe level, and I couldn't figure out what the compelling government interest is in order to use the water works to compel the public to ingest drugs. Okay. So Mr. Plating brought up these issues, and it seems to fall on deaf ears. He asked, under what authority are you doing this? And he was met with silence. that would indicate to him and to me that water fluoridation is not being done lawfully. Are they spending the taxpayers' money in a lawful manner? In my opinion, based on my assessment, they are not. And again, we're going to have to cover this in much detail because folks seem to have a really hard time imagining that a county such as Spotsylvania County that supposedly has been putting fluoride in the drinking water since 1981. That's what Larry Plating said. And I'm just going to go on that. I haven't independently checked that. It's hard to imagine that fluoride has been put in the water since 1981 in Spotsylvania County without any legislative authority. Okay, to put it plainly, there hasn't been any legislative authority. So he again says every year when you guys vote the budget to spend money on this fluoride program, you are doing so unlawfully. Okay, so anyway, that is all I have to say about that. Larry Plating is amazing. The people that have paved the way for us to get as far as we have has been amazing. And a lot of these people don't realize that they made a difference because this was all the way back in 2017. Okay, so these things matter, and the fact that it's on the record matters. Okay, so make sure that you guys never give up, never think that you're a victim. You have the power to do something about it. And the biggest power you have is the fact that you're courageous and you're using your voice to speak up. Nobody can take that away. You can be rich, you can be poor, you can be courageous, okay? You do not have to have money to be courageous. You can just use your voice. So anyhow, that's all I have to say about that. And I suppose on this next video, I will kind of take you through the step-by-step as to why I feel that Spotsylvania County does not possess the legal authority to put fluoride in the drinking water. So, okay, see you next time. Bye, guys. Oh, make sure that you give a thumbs up. Make sure that you leave a comment below and make sure you share this with others if you like the video. So, okay, see you soon. Bye, guys.